and so I didn't really have anything extremely polished to say for this toast, but I did want to say that I've met Eric a long time ago, like many of the people, like the postdocs and like early career scientists that spoke today said, and then really just got to know him a little bit better over the last couple of years as we've been working together more closely. And one of the things that I was most impressed with him with was the attention that he paid to people. There was no science question too small. There was no person too small for his attention. And that was something that, I think everybody really appreciated about him very much, was his, kindness and patience were words that have been said again and again by people that spoke about him in their talks, as well as in some of the personal stories. And one of the things that I really appreciated was also how very unflappable he was in the face of problems. But there are many, many problems that are encountered, like in every field work, as well as like, in personal interactions. And like towards bad attitudes and data problems, he was just so unflappable. And I remember thinking as I was leaving Amsterdam the last time I saw him, that I really wanted to be more like that I wanted to channel that Eric like character of sort of like ease and patience and unflappability, that was a character to emulate. And that's very different from how I am. And I know, and Will and I were talking a little bit before the session yesterday, as we were organizing it, and we were kind of unsure how the session was going to go. There's so many different problems that can come up in these virtual symposiums, and so we were kind of thinking about all the possible things that can go wrong. And then we kind of came to the conclusion that we should be more like Eric, that we should have that calm and that sort of like unflappable demeanor, and just take things as they come and just take it with a laugh. And I can still remember that great laugh of Eric's. So I guess I would sort of like thank everybody very much for coming, and with a toast to Eric, and to think a little bit more about like what Eric would do in your science as well as in your lives. And so, thanks very much, and a toast to Eric.
Eric. Hello.
And so I think that we are at 2 minutes before the hour. And so that's the end of the research talks and sort of the personal stories part of the Africa session. And so you'll note that on the schedule, starting, what was supposed to start like at the top of the hour, is kind of an open meeting. So anyone who wants to stay can stay. But what we're going to be focusing on are some updates with ongoing activities for the African Pollen Database that are sort of specifically geared towards the APD Council and the APD data stewards, who I would really like to stay around. But anyone else who's interested in like knowing about what's going on or is interested in getting involved, please also stay tuned, because I'm very excited to talk to anyone else as well. I think we will maybe take just a 5-minute break so that we can refresh ourselves and then come back. And then I think that meeting will probably be somewhere around a half an hour, depending on how much people want to talk after that. So I'll see you back at about 5 after the hour then, and we will start that meeting. But thanks also to everybody who spoke and everybody who attended today. This was really special, and I think it was really wonderful.
Yes, before people leave, Sarah and Will, thanks a lot for organizing this session all the way back in January when we started talking about it, and the program was good. It was so many different faces and from different stages of career. So thanks a lot for the program that you pulled together.
It was an absolute pleasure. Yeah.